So if you just found out that you're pregnant, maybe you're about 5 to 8 weeks along, and you're wondering what is safe and effective to do with exercise now that I'm pregnant, this routine is going to be perfect for you. I'm going to give you an overview of the whole thing, and then I'm going to break down each move individually with details so you know you are doing it right and safely. Let's go crush it. Okay, so for the squat to box with a weight, you are going to pick up your weight, kettlebell or dumbbell, rest it right on your chest, and then you want to set up with your feet a little bit wider than shoulders width. I like my toes turned out. You can figure out what's most comfortable for you, but then you do need to align your hips right over the tops of your feet and your pelvis right over your hips. And I'm going to set up my rib cage by breathing all the air out through my mouth, getting the rib cage down. Good. And then you're just going to push your butt back, sitting and just touching onto the chair behind you. Drive through the heels and squeeze through the top. You want to exhale as you lift and keep your elbows in. And that is the squat to box. If you're just starting out, I would do it without a weight. And if you're a more advanced squatter, you can do it without the chair. So for the lat pull down, you want to plant your feet firmly on the floor. You're going to grab the bar, and the secret to making sure you're engaging your lats is to grab it wide. So it's a bit wider than my shoulders. Then I'm going to lean back until I can't anymore while still holding on. And I'm going to focus on using my lats, which is this muscle right here that connects to my shoulder. Focus on using that. As I exhale, I'm going to bring the bar down all the way towards my chest, bringing my shoulder blades together at the back, and rowing it back up slow and controlled. And that is a lat pull down. For the single leg glute bridge, I'm going to start with the safest way to get down to the floor when you're pregnant. This move is usually fine for women in their first trimester. If you're really uncomfortable or start to feel dizzy on your back, this move isn't for you. But for now, I'm just gonna go over how to get down to the floor safely. So you want to start with a reverse lunge, coming back with one leg all the way down to the ground. And bring your other knee under you to a tall kneeling. And then you can bring your hips down to sitting. You can use your hands and upper body strength to come down into a side lying position and then roll onto your back. So for the single leg glute bridge, you're gonna start with your feet about hips width apart, and then you're just gonna raise one leg. From here, I'm going to get my rib cage down by blowing all the air out through my mouth. That way I'm using my glutes and not my back. I'm going to drive through the heel that's on the floor and lift, squeezing the glute at the top, and inhale, coming back down. Again, exhale, lift, squeeze, inhale, back down. And that is the single leg glute bridge. So for the elevated push-up, you want to bring your hands directly under your shoulders and then a little wider. You're gonna walk your feet out until your whole body is in a straight line. So notice my hips aren't sinking down here and they're not here. They're using my core to keep myself right here in the middle. My head as well is in line with everything. It's not sinking in, nor is it bending down. It's right in line. And then on an inhale, I'm going to bring my elbows back till my chest touches the surface, and then on an exhale, pushing the whole body up. So my elbows are the only things moving here. And I'm bringing my shoulder blades together at the back. And that is the elevated push-up. Okay, so for the dead bug, it's a move on your back. So I'm gonna go over how to get down to the floor safely. First, I'm going to lunge one leg back, bring the other knee under me. Then we're going to sit our hips back onto our heels. We can use our hands to bring ourselves onto the side and then roll onto your back. So there are a couple different variations here. The first one I'm gonna do is taking my arms straight above my shoulders and my knees straight above my hips. Knees are bent 90 degrees. And then I'm just going to lift one arm and then the other arm. One arm, and then the other arm. For a more advanced move, you can keep your arms here and do just your legs. So bracing your core, bringing one leg down, and then the other leg down. Exhale as you come down. For an even more advanced move, you can do one arm and the opposite leg, which looks like this. Exhaling as I come down. And if you're very advanced in your core, you can hold a weight up with one hand and come with the other opposite hand and leg. And then you can switch sides to get the reps on the other side. And that is the dead bug. So for the PALLOF press, you want to anchor your band or use a cable that is about shoulder to sternum height. You're gonna grab it right at your sternum with two hands like this, making sure you're standing tall and that your rib cage is stacked right over your pelvis. On an exhale, you're gonna press the band out, using your core to resist that rotating pull. If you need more resistance on the band, you can just grab it up higher or step away from the anchor. So it looks like this. You wanna make sure you're keeping your shoulders away from your ears. And that is the PALLOF press. There you have it, a strength routine that is perfect for weeks 5 to 8 of pregnancy. If you like this, hit the like button. If you know someone else at this stage of pregnancy who would like this video, please share it. Make sure to subscribe so that you get the next workout video, which is for weeks 9 and on. And feel good, feel strong. See you next week.